Bourdieu's symbolic capital. French sociologist Pierre Bourdieu introduced the concept of symbolic capital to capture the ways in which prestige, honor, and recognition operate as forms of power within social life. Unlike economic capital, money and assets, or cultural capital, education and skills, whether it's a university degree, an award, or a prestigious title. The origins of symbolic capital. Bourdieu first elaborated symbolic capital in Distinction, 1979, and later works, situating it within his broader framework of social fields, relatively autonomous arenas, e.g. He observed that power in these fields often hinges on recognition. A novelist wins acclaim through literary prizes. A scientist gains authority via citations and memberships. A lawyer's reputation precedes them in court. Symbolic capital, Bourdieu argued, effectively transforms other capitals into recognized power through the collective sense of the rules. 1. Collective recognition. Symbolic capital exists only insofar as a social group acknowledges. 2. Conversion and transmutation. Economic or cultural capital can be converted into symbolic capital. Generous philanthropy may yield honors. Academic publications translate into professional esteem. Conversely, symbolic capital can unlock economic opportunities. Prestigious awards often lead to higher salaries or consulting fees. 3. Field specificity. Prestige is context dependent. A Michelin star carries enormous weight in the culinary field, but is meaningless in, say, software engineering. Each social field has its own hierarchy of recognized symbols. 4. Misrecognition. Bourdieu emphasized that symbolic capital operates through a degree of misrecognition. Holders and observers often perceive prestige as a natural, inherent quality rather than a product of social construction and power relations. Modern manifestations, academic credentials, Ivy League or Oxbridge degrees, yield symbolic capital that influences hiring, grant awarding, and network access beyond the skills. Professional titles and certifications, labels like PMP, CFA, or board-certified signal competence and trustworthiness. In business and healthcare fields, social media verification, blue checkmarks on Twitter or Instagram, serve as symbolic capital, conferring perceived authority and credibility online. Awards and honors, Oscars, Pulitzers, or even Employee of the Month plaques, translate into enhanced status. 1. Decoding gatekeeping. Understanding symbolic capital reveals why some credentials unlock elite circles. 2. Strategic investment. Individuals and organizations can cultivate symbolic capital by pursuing recognized certifications to gain legitimacy and leverage in their field. 3. Navigating field. Recognizing the symbolic hierarchies in your domain enables more effective networking, branding, and positioning strategies. Implications for individuals and organizations' career development. Map out which forms of symbolic capital are most valued in your profession and plan targeted steps to acquire them. Brand management. Institutions can bolster their symbolic capital by highlighting endorsements, partnerships, and high-profile achievements. Awareness of how symbolic capital perpetuates privilege can guide policies to democratize access, such as opening alternative credentialing pathways. Conclusion. Pierre Bourdieu's concept of symbolic capital illuminates the invisible currencies of prestige and recognition that structure social fields by revealing how collective belief endows certain credentials, honors, and titles with power. Symbolic capital offers a practical toolkit of both decoding social gatekeeping and strategically building influence, reminding us that, in many arenas, the most potent assets are those we carry in the eyes of others.